Yo, let's get right into this. Oh boy. So if we haven't posted the first episode on the podcast. Well, the second episode. Well, not the second episode. Part 2. This is part 2 of Flippers. Do I need a floor plan? So we've been looking. We're trying our best to find something and to close it for the end of the year. It doesn't look like that's going to happen. So it looks like we're going to have to go into the new year looking to find something. But which is all good because I figured out I don't have anything in fucking place. And for those that are just joining, let's give a little back history here. Welcome to Sell the Listing. What I want to do in 2023, I want to accomplish my very first flip. I've seen a lot of guys do it, but seeing somebody do it and actually doing it is a completely different ball game. It's like, why didn't he throw the ball over there in it? Because you're watching the game on the couch, on a wide screen, and you're seeing everything slowly develop. Well, while you're in the game, it's moving super fast. And by the way, you're on a delay. So by the time you saw the play open up, that play's already gone. So it's very, 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 very hard to judge something from the outside. You see these things and you're like, man, why didn't he just do that? It's kind of like if you watch the World Cup and Mbappe gives Kolo the perfect ball. And a lot of people saying, why didn't he sit on the ball and go for placement instead of a header, instead of for power? We don't know. Maybe he misjudged the ball. Maybe he didn't think the ball would be that. You know what I'm saying? So we always compliment and we always compliment or we take away from things we see. How would we react in real fucking time? Here comes the money. So I've watched a lot of flips. A lot. And like I said, I work with I'm a real estate photographer. I work with the best guys. Do me a favor. Hit the sub, turn on the bell so you hear when I'm on it again and you come running and you come watching. Because frankly, me talking to 3 people every night is getting old. It's getting very old. So I want to do a flip. I went to my boy, VL Custom. He works down at 1010 Mass Ave. Basically, 1010 Mass Ave is the place that handles all the permits. And I said, yo, V, I want to get into flipping. The first thing he said to me was, do you have a floor plan? Well, I do have the Matterport camera, so I can go in and scan the room and get a floor plan. But what he said was, that's called an as-is drawing. That's what the place looked like as is. So it's great for real estate. It's great for fires. It's great for a lot of things. But what is not great for is, what work are you going to do? How are you going to alter the plan? Right? So we have a plan here. And these things here, so I'm going to go in green here. If you're watching us on YouTube, then this will make sense. But if you're listening to it on the podcast, you're going to have to watch it on YouTube. All right, so what we got here is, so these things here in green, these are your windows, right? and I don't. It doesn't tell me what floor we're on. So the things are in green are your windows, right? And I know this because I took technical drawing in high school real quickly. I took technical drawing from Mr. Walsh at Don Bosco Tech. I fucking hated technical drawing. I failed it. And basically, it was like drafting, right? And basically, I just fucking hid for 4 years, right? So I'm about to graduate, and they come to the office and go, hey, listen, dude, you failed technical drawing freshman year. You're going to have to take that class over. So I had to go to summer school to graduate, and it was different. It was me, Mr. Walsh, in a room, just talking. And Mr. Walsh right now, he works for the T because my high school's closed. And basically, he taught me all of this. And it's weird because I didn't really give a damn in high school. And now it's come back. It's come back. It's bloody come back. All right? So if you've never seen a floor plan before, the things are in green, those are your windows, obviously, because they're on the exterior wall here, right? These things right here in purple are your doors, right? And they tell you how the doors swing, right? So this door opens let me change my crayon here. So this door opens like this. This door open like this. I mean, this is pretty cool. And this door opens like this. All right. So this right here seems to be the very, 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 very important piece to start to flip, because you need an architect. All right. So there it is. Let's clean up our drawing here. And let's say this is what we're looking at. Okay, so this is my bathroom here. This looks like a living room. This is this could be a bedroom here. That's a bedroom here. This is my kitchen. It's got an open concept kitchen. This is my living room here. Probably this is my TV, table, and all this stuff. So this is the plan, right? But let's say this was built in 1935. So it's old as hell. And everybody now wants this open concept, right? So we have these walls here, right? So we're thinking, you know what? I want to get rid of this wall here, right? I want to get rid of this wall here, and I want an open concept, right? So this right here could be my dining room, big dining room, put a big table in the middle here. Let me just put my big table here, right? I'm going to put a T in the middle for table. And then over here, I want my living room to be. So even here when I'm cooking, I can still have conversations with people because we can see and still talk because that wall is gone. So when you go down to 1010 Mass Avenue, you're like, hey, man, I'm going to knock this wall out here. And I'm going to knock this wall out here. I'm going to knock this wall out here. And I'm going to knock this wall out here. So I just want a big open concept. But they're going to be all like, where's your plans? Are these walls weight bearing? Are these walls that were taken out? Are these the walls that's holding up the house? So you have so this is why I believe the first step for flipping is getting your architect. You got to get your architect in. So when you close, right? So let's say 55 Main Street. You think about buying 55 Main Street, all right? I have a Matterport camera, so I could go in and I could scan it real quickly. Boom, 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 boom. And let's say I put in an offer, right? And while everything is closing for 30 days, right? I could secretly send these plans to an architect and have the architect start to draw my plans and remove walls or or let me get a different color here, or add walls. Maybe I want to add this here. Maybe I want to put like a little swimming pool in here, you know what I'm saying? Or maybe I want to flip the floor plan, right? Maybe I don't want my kitchen here where it is right here in this drawing. Maybe I want to put my kitchen over here, right? Because they always say you want to put your kitchen by windows. You want windows in your kitchen. And I'm over here and I'm seeing the stove here on this wall here. Let me circle this in yellow. Over here on this wall, I don't see any windows here, but I see windows up here, right? So maybe I want to put, my sink facing out to the backyard. I don't know what floor this is or where this floor plan is, but maybe I want to move my kitchen to here. So then now, I could wash dishes and peek at the neighbors, see what the hell they're doing, right? But when I was over here, let's think about floor plan. When I'm here at this point, there's no window there. It's like I'm washing dishes and I'm staring into the wall, right? So think about floor plan again. So all these alterations that you want to do to your floor plan, you want to make sure that you put a verbal offer in, or you put your offer in, right? The owner says, yeah, I'll take it. You ask the owner, hey, can I go in and do a quick scan so when it's time for me to move in, I could get the renovation started? Some may say yes, some may say no. Some may just give you a verbal, because remember, in Massachusetts, the owner could back out, but the buyer can't. It's kind of weird. I don't know if that's, maybe, I don't know. Maybe if I took the real estate exam and passed it, I would be able to fucking answer my own question, right? So let's say he says yes, or he or she says yes. So then boom, you go in, you do a quick scan. Now you have your floor plan here, right? So the next thing you need to do is hire an architect. Once you get an architect, you could give him, because remember, we scanned with the Matterport, right? We went in, we asked the seller, hey, listen, can I go in and scan it? So when we finally get the papers, here's my intent, here's my commitment, here's my deposit. I'm really interested in this property. I hope that you sell it to me. I would love to buy this and move in or renovate it. So why you explain that to the seller? Maybe we'll say, yeah, go and flip it out, man. I know you want to get in there. I mean, you want to get in there and you want to start right away so there's no dead space, right? So this is our floor plan here. So we're going to go to our architect. We'll go this in red and we're going to say, you know what? I want this wall gone. 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 And I want this wall gone, right? Because we're not architects or engineers, we're investors. But soon we'll start to learn these things, and we start to look at floor plans and visually be like, oh, that's a weight bearing. That's not a weight bearing. That's a wall that we can take out. You want to go to your architect and be like, yo, I wanted to remove these walls. No big deal. The architect will remove those walls. It's just a drawing. But most architects will refer you to an engineer. And the engineer will look at your plans and go, my guy, you can't remove this wall. It's weight bearing, right? You can't move this wall. It's weight bearing, right? You can't tear off the side of this house and leave it open, right? You can't do that. The house will crumble and birds and all type of crap will fly into your house, right? You can't do that. Think about floor plan here. That's fine if you want to put a window the size of this, right? But you got to find the right guys to install it, right? I want to move my plumbing over here. So yeah, so now I want to move my plumbing over here. Because remember, I don't like my kitchen sink over here. I'm going to move it to the windows. So now you're going to need engineers, interior designers, plumbers, electricians. Then you can start doing a building a BIM and then build, and then you start doing a little 3D thing. So all this is going on in the background, right? You get your Manaport pack, you got your architect with your new plans, you send off to the engineer. The engineer will say, yeah, absolutely. Clean up our floor plan here. Absolutely, you could remove this wall, right? You just got to put LVL here. That's it. And you got to put LVL here. LVL is just a big piece of wood that's stronger than a 2x4 that holds. You can put your weight on me. Right? So you want to make sure that all of that's in place. So the minute you get the keys, so basically you're standing outside the unit or the listing or whatever you're buying. You've got your dumpster on wheels. And you're just waiting for the phone call from your partner. Yo, I got the keys. And you throw the dumpster into the driveway. And you kick open the door because that door's not saying, and you start the demo. That's what you want to do. The only way you can get to that space is once you become the owner of the property, you got to go in 1010 Mass Ave and submit your plans. So now all your plans are ready to go. I heard that you could get a short term permit where you could do your demo, and then all the structural change that you want to do, that takes 30 days. So think about this, right? Think about this. You close on Monday. You go to the unit and you're like, I'm going to start the demo. Fine. You start the demo. You're tearing down walls. The inspector rolls by. Comes in. Hey, you guys got a permit? No. You get a stop work order. That's it. Can't work on your house. If you're flipping, every single second counts. You get a stop work order. That could take weeks, days, hours, minutes. Oh, I don't know what you have to do to get it cleared up. Massachusetts is very, very strict. Right? So now you wanted to get out of this project in 30 days, 60 days, 90 days, 120 days. But now you can't because you're jammed up with the permitting people. Or let's say you're not that type of rebel. You're an honest person. They give you the keys. You go down to 1010 Mass Ave. Go, hey, listen, man, I want to gut. I want to remove a couple of walls, and I need a permit for that. And they're going to say, well, where's your plans? My what? Your plans. Do you have floor plan? Do you have? And a lot of people draw their floor plans on a napkin, right? Some guys will accept it. Some guys won't. So then now they don't give you the permit. Now you got to get on the phone, and now you got to call architects. Well, they got to come out. They got to measure the room. They got to build a floor plan. In this market where everybody's a flipper, everybody's an investor, everybody's a real estate, shit is moving quickly, fastly. Everybody's at work. Contractors, architects, engineers, civil engineers, painters, photographers, brokers, real estate agents. Everybody's cranked out. Nobody's at home sitting on their hands waiting for the phone to ring. Bum, 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 bum. When is somebody gonna call me? My phone hasn't rang. That's not happening, folks. So now you rush out from 1010 Mass Ave, you go home, you go on Google. Now you got to find an architect. Architect's got to come out. He either sends a Matterport guy or he comes out and he draws the space for you. I don't know how long that takes. I don't know how long it takes to draw a plan like that, but I know it's not going to take you 2 hours. So now he's got to draw the plans, right? Print it out or send it to you. You go to Staples, you print it. This is 2-3 weeks into your project. This is 2 to 3 weeks into your project. Me personally, I think the architect and the engineer should be your first step. You solidify those first. You put them on retainer, whatever you got to do. Hey, listen, man, you're an architect. I want to get into the business. Please do me a favor. If I find something, can you squeeze me in so I can get it moving? Because I'm a beginner. You start to build relationships with people. I guarantee you the architect knows an engineer, that engineer knows a contractor, that contractor knows a plumber. Because everybody's working in the same field together. So now you got your as-is drawings from the Matterport camera, right? That you can send to the architect. The architect can draw your plans how you want it, remove walls, add walls, move bathrooms, swap the floor plan. You know what I'm saying? Like maybe you want your living room down here, right? Maybe you want your kitchen over here, right? Let's clear it up. I know if you're listening to the podcast, you know what we're saying. Maybe this is your bathroom. And you know what? I want to put my shower in the middle of my living room. I want everybody to see my hot wife shower while we're watching football. Whatever you want to do.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
Right? You want to make sure that all this is in line. So when you get those keys, you can run down, you can lay out your plan. And trust me, if you go down to 1010 Mass Ave or a permanent office and you've got all of your stuff laid out, nice and clean, legible, big floor plans, you look professional, I guarantee you, even if there's a mistake on your paperwork, they'll rush you through. Because they're dealing with fucking boneheads for 8 hours a day. People coming in with no permit and their job should have started 3 weeks ago. So, to me, I totally believe, yes, you need a floor plan. Yes, you need an architect. Yes, you need an engineer. And I truly believe that if you found a good deal with a lot of equity, I guarantee you'll be able to find a hard money guy all day long. Or a private investor all day long. Because if you default on the loan, they could probably grab that property for next to nothing. So if you find a property with a lot of equity, I'm guarantee a hard money person will be really quickly to work with you because the risk factor is not there. Plus you have your plans, which shows that you're ready to go. It shows that you're just a professional. I'm a professional. I have all my shit together. I have all my plans ready to go. I'm ready to go. You get the permits. You put it in the window. And you're ready to go. I think the architect and the engineer is a very, very, very first building block. Very first building block. And it just goes unnoticed. People just don't even think about it. This is your script here, right? As I'm coloring it in. This is your script here, people. This is your script, right? It's like shooting a movie. Shooting a movie without a script can be really, really hard. If all the actors are on the same exact page and if the whole crew's on the page, then you don't need a script. But you got to understand the people down the permitting office, they have no clue what the hell you're talking about. There's millions of houses in Massachusetts. They don't know what your floor plan looks like, what your place looks like. They have no idea. So for them to visually see what you have going on, you got to come with your plans. And this is what I'm learning. This is just what I'm learning. I'm not some expert, but this is what I'm learning. Get your plans in order first. Once you get your plans in order, and then you start to see the scope of work that you need, well, hell, right? We're just going to put this in green. I don't like my bathroom here. It's too small. I want to move my bathroom to this room. Right? This room doesn't have any plumbing. Right? Oh, whoops. Pick a different color here. No P. There's no plumbing in this room. So now I got to move the plumbing from this room to that room. Okay. That's what my drawing says. So that means now automatically I need a plumber. It just flows, right? When you have your plans and everything is like visually laid out, then you know what you need to get to this point. And I'm just learning this right now. I'm not an expert, but this is very important. As I learn more stuff, I'll do another podcast and another video blog. But the first things I need to do if I want to get into the flipping game, architect, engineer. Once I get the architect, engineer, and I find the property, and I can find my hard money person. They're all over the place. They're not that hard. And then hopefully I could ask the architect or the engineer, hey, listen, man, who works with your plans? Right? Oh, Jimmy works with, I do a lot of work with Jimmy. So there you go. There's your GC. Then your GC will have all your subs. But this right here, folks, this right here, we're going to draw a big smiley face in blue. This right here, folks, is where you want to start. Your floor plan. All right. It's 1:24 in the morning. Follow us on this journey. I don't know what the hell I'm doing, but I'm just gonna all this is just like my diary. I'm doing a digital media diary instead of writing it down in a book, which a lot of people will do. This is like my video diary, like my journal. Trying to flip a house. I call my boy VO Customs and he says to me, you got to get your plans first. Now, he's saying that because he works in that office. So he sees it as priority. Where other real estate agencies are like, man, I live in pull a permit. By the time I get the permit back, blah, 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 blah. And we do, and our team's so good that we do everything up to code anyway. So, but you're not on that level yet. I'm not on that level yet. I'm just beginning. But first things first, Want to get my plan. Thinking of a master plan. Nothing but sweat inside my hands. All right. That's it. It's 12:40. It's 12:45. And we're trying our best to find a flip. We're trying our best. And just follow the journey with us. It's going to be fucking cool, man. It's going to be from beginning to end, all the shit that's going on. All right, man. Have a good night.